Hey everybody, it's Joe Delara. Welcome to this Thursday NBA slate, and I've got three of my favorite plays for you today. The first play that we're going to be looking at is Mason Plumlee over 10.5 rebounds against the Chicago Bulls. He's exceeded this line in 6 of his last 10 games, and he's averaged 11.1 rebounds over this stretch. I think he's played very well against this specific matchup against Vucevic. He's over this line in 4 of his last 5 contests against Vooch, and he had 13 and 12 rebound games this season. This generally has been a softer matchup for him, and with LaMelo back from his injury, I think that there's going to be a lot of pace in this game, and that should contribute to this being a faster game, and that also means more opportunities for rebound chances. I like Plumlee to go over 10.5 rebounds. The next pick is a spread pick, and it's the Cavaliers minus 5.5 against the Memphis Grizzlies. Situationally, I think this is a really bad spot for Memphis. First of all, this is the second night of a back-to-back, and they had to travel to Cleveland for a single game before heading back to Memphis on Sunday, and they start a new homestand. So it's a really quick turnaround. I don't know how motivated they're going to be going to Cleveland for this spot in a non-conference game. Additionally, the loss of Steven Adams is magnified in this specific matchup because you're playing a Cavaliers team that has multiple bigs in Mobley and Allen. And while Tillman and Clark have both played admirably without Steven Adams, this is a game where I think his absence is truly going to be felt because Jaren Jackson Jr., he's been great this season. Block City, Defensive Player of the Year, front runner. He's really struggled against Cleveland from a foul perspective, and he's been in foul trouble the past couple of times he's played the Cavs with Jarrett Allen on the Cavaliers. So I think this is a spot where this line can only inflate. I'm wondering, there's nothing reported at this point in time, but I'm wondering if the Grizzlies use this as an opportunity to rest a couple of their guys before just heading right back home for a homestand. So I like the Cavaliers at minus 5.5. Finally, my boy, he's supposed to be back today. Rick Carlisle said Tyrese Halliburton is going to play today. We're looking at him at over 8.5 assists. He just logged back-to-back full practices. I know that it's the front end of a back-to-back here, but I like Tyrese Halliburton to go over 8.5 assists. This is going to be a real pace-up spot with two of the teams that play at the fastest paces in the league between the Lakers and the Pacers. And Halliburton's return, it's just not a moment too soon. They really struggled without him. And although there's no word on a minutes limit at this point in time, I tried to look at this. I capped his minutes at his average. So he averages 33.4 minutes per game. If we look at all of the games that he's played fewer than 34 minutes, we're looking at his current assist line of 8.5. He's over in 11 of 17 games with fewer than 34 minutes, and he's an elite passer. So he had the issue with the knee, but the elbow apparently was the thing that was holding him out a little bit longer for this injury. And I think that might take a little bit of rust. It might take a minute to get that rust off. So I think he's going to defer to his teammates, get them involved, get this offense flowing. So at the 8.5, I love it. And I think it's also worth a play at the double-double at plus 165. So to recap, my 3 favorite plays are Mason Plumlee over 10.5 rebounds, the Cavaliers minus 5.5, and Tyrese Halliburton over 8.5 assists. A little sprinkle on that double-double at plus 165. Best of luck on your wagers today, and enjoy the rest of your Thursdays.